You ever get one of those emails that just feels a little bit off? Or maybe you've wondered if that public Wi-Fi at the coffee shop is actually safe to use. Well, you're not alone. Cyber attacks feel like they're everywhere, but they don't have to be this big, scary mystery. In the next few minutes, we're going to pull back the curtain on the most common threats out there, so you know exactly what you're looking at. Let's dive in.
Right, so you might be thinking, hey, I'm not some huge corporation. Why would anyone ever want to target me? But see, it's not always about stealing millions of dollars. It's about your personal data, your login details for social media, even just the processing power of your computer. Believe it or not, all of it is super valuable to an attacker. So really, the question isn't if you're a target, it's what part of your digital life they're after.
So what's the big secret to staying safe online? Honestly, it's not about becoming a security genius overnight. It's much simpler. It's just about understanding the game. As soon as you know the basic plays an attacker is going to run, you can start to see them coming from a mile away. Think of this as your personal cybersecurity playbook.
All right, first up, let's talk about the attacks that don't actually target your computer, they target you. These are the ones that play on your trust, your fears, and even your natural instinct to just be helpful. This is the art of, you guessed it, hacking the human.
I'm willing to bet you've seen this one in your inbox. It's called phishing, and it is one of the oldest and most effective tricks in the book. Just picture it. An email lands and it looks exactly like it's from your bank, telling you there's some urgent problem with your account. That, right there, is a phishing attack in action. It's designed to get you to click before you even have a chance to think.
So how do they actually pull it off? It's usually a pretty simple three-step process. First, that message arrives. It's designed to look legit. Maybe it's got the logo of a company you know and trust. But then, and this is key, comes the hook. A sudden sense of urgency. Your account is about to be closed, or you've won a prize, claim it now. They want you to panic and react without thinking.
And here we go. This is a classic example. See how it plays on your emotions? The excitement of maybe winning a prize makes you want to click. A scary warning about a locked account creates fear. It is all about triggering an emotional reaction, so you just bypass that logical part of your brain that might say, wait a second.
Now, phishing is really just one tool in a much bigger toolbox called social engineering. You can think of it like a magician's misdirection. The attacker isn't trying to break into your house by smashing a window. They're trying to talk you into politely opening the front door and inviting them inside. It is 100% about manipulating human psychology.
And this right here is the hard truth. You can have the most expensive, most advanced security system in the entire world, but if somebody can be tricked into just giving away the keys, then none of it matters. It's why cybersecurity isn't just a job for the IT department. We're all on the front lines. We're all part of the defense.
Okay, let's shift gears and talk about the attacks that go after your devices directly. These are the nasty bits of code that infect your computer, hold your precious files hostage, or even spy on you right through your own webcam.
This all falls under this big umbrella term, malware. It's really just a shortened way of saying malicious software. The easiest way to think about it is like a digital disease. It's a piece of code specifically designed to infect your devices and cause all kinds of trouble.
And malware isn't just one thing, you know? It's a whole family of digital pests. You've got your classic viruses, which kind of hitchhike on other programs. You have worms, which can spread on their own like wildfire. Trojans, which are masters of disguise, pretending to be something useful. Spyware, which is basically a digital peeping Tom. And of course, adware, the endlessly annoying pop-up machine. All different, but all dangerous. But out of all of them, this one might just be the scariest: ransomware. This is, for all intents and purposes, digital kidnapping. It gets on your system, locks up all of your important files. We're talking photos, documents, everything, and then demands a ransom payment to get them back. This stuff has crippled hospitals, shut down entire city governments, and absolutely ruined people's lives.
So the big question is, should you pay the ransom? Pretty much every cybersecurity expert out there will tell you the same thing. Absolutely not. For one, there's zero guarantee you'll actually get your files back. And two, you're literally funding these criminals so they can go and attack someone else. It's a horrible position to be in, which is why preventing it in the first place is so important.
You ever get that feeling that someone's listening in on your conversation? Well, that's exactly what a man-in-the-middle attack is. It's like an attacker has secretly patched into your phone line. They can listen to every single word you say, and what's worse, they can even change the conversation without either of you ever knowing.
And where's this most likely to happen? You guessed it, public Wi-Fi. That free connection at the airport or your local cafe might seem convenient, but it can also be a total playground for attackers. The best way to protect yourself is to use a VPN. It basically creates a private, encrypted tunnel for all your internet traffic, even when you're on a sketchy public network.
Okay, and finally, let's talk about the big guns. These are the heavy-duty attacks that don't just target you or your computer, they target the entire system. The websites we use, the servers that run them, basically the very backbone of the internet.
So imagine 1,000 people all trying to cram through a single doorway at the exact same time. Total chaos, right? That's a denial of service, or DOS attack. Now imagine 1,000,000 people all trying to get through that same door. That's a distributed denial of service, a DDoS attack. The whole goal is to create a massive digital traffic jam so that nobody, no legitimate user, can get through.
This one is really just about pure, relentless persistence. A brute force attack is like a thief with a giant keyring just trying every single key on your front door, one by one, until they find the one that fits. This is exactly why a short, simple password is so dangerous. It's like leaving your front door unlocked. A long, complex password, that's your high-tech security system.
Now this one is a little more sneaky, a bit more technical. Imagine you're at a library, but instead of asking the librarian for a specific book, you give them a secret command that makes them just hand over every single book in the entire library. That's basically an SQL injection attack. It cleverly tricks a website's database into giving up all of its secrets.
And now, for what some people call the holy grail of hacking, the zero-day attack. This is the ultimate secret weapon. It's an attack that takes advantage of a security hole that literally no one else knows about yet, not even the people who made the software. It's the ultimate trump card for attackers, and it is the stuff of nightmares for defenders.
So why do they call it a zero-day? Well, because that's exactly how much time the developers have had to create a fix for it. Zero. Zilch. Nada. This means that even if you're amazing at keeping your software updated, you're still vulnerable. It becomes this frantic race against time, and the attackers have a massive head start.
So, what's the bottom line here? Look, it's really easy to feel overwhelmed by all of this. I get it. But the truth is, you have way more power than you think. You don't need to be a cybersecurity expert to stay safe. You just need to be a little more aware, a little more skeptical, and a little more proactive.
So, just to recap, we've basically looked at the 3 main ways that attackers come after us: by tricking us as people, by infecting our actual devices, and by attacking the big systems that we all rely on every day. Now that you know the playbook, you're in a much, much better position to defend yourself.
So, I'll just leave you with this one question to think about. What's the weakest link in your own digital life? Is it that password you've been using for like 10 years? Is it your habit of clicking on links without really thinking? Or maybe it's your love of that free public Wi-Fi. Just take a second to think about it, and then maybe take one small step today to fix it. Because that's really how we all stay just a little bit safer online. Thanks for tuning in.